Hey friends, it's me, Erin, your friendly neighborhood energy alchemist with today's Schumann Resonance Report for Friday, March 28th. How you doing, guys? All right, friends, when we look at the graph in the last several hours, we've got this push of release way up in that crown third eye region. That red in there with a little bit of white is a mixed bag, but it is dominant release, and it's really happening right here and in that crown. This morning myself, I woke up with a lot of pressure in here and a lot of ringing in my ears. This release energy is very, very purposeful, friends. This is the 3-day group. This is the 3-day view of the Tomsk graph. You see the drop down in the color here and the return of the color here. Well, when we look at the Italian graph, the light codes have started to go away. There's a clear demarcation line here, like the door was shut. And then the codes that are coming through are so small, they're almost hard to see. They're they're there, but they're really, really small. The door to these light codes, this hall of knowledge that I was told these light codes are coming from, that door has closed. Doesn't mean that you can't still access the energy, but it means that what was being offered to us is now out there. It's out there in the air. It's waiting for you to take hold of it, friends. Again, I don't really study the Italian graph, but these patterns are extremely unusual. I have never seen it in 2 years of observing the graph. And when I asked about this in meditation and in my dream state, I was told these are light codes opening the doors to the halls of knowledge. What that means specifically, I don't know. I wish I did, but I can tell you that the door is closed, that those light codes are done for now. Doesn't mean they won't be back, but they're done for now. I also wanted to show you this. This is our magnetosphere, or where our magnetosphere is supposed to be, right? It's not there, friends. So what does that mean? A lot of times when we are missing this layer on our planet, it can really amplify headaches, nervousness, and restlessness. Lots of times it's because of this, and that's a result of the solar wind from the giant hole that's been facing us. So in my dream last night, 2 really interesting things happened. I was given a specific name, Doug McGinnis. I don't know a Doug McGinnis. I haven't looked him up. I don't know who that is. And it's spelled McGinnis, I think. So I'm going to have to look that up. But Doug McGinnis was a name that was given to me in my dream. And then I had a woman who was on a farm explaining to me how the physical self is a filtered version of the higher self. And she showed it to me by using cows. I know, hang in there. So she showed me the cow and she said, you get milk from this cow. But it's not the same substance when it comes out of the cow, right? It's too rich, it's too full, it's got too much in it. So it goes through this filtering process. And through the filtering process, it becomes milk, something usable in your state. State meaning physical state. She told me that the higher self is like that. There's a larger, more rich form of you. This is the filtered form, it's so hard to explain stuff like this sometimes, but I'm trying. She just said that we have to go through these filtering processes because there's too much big energy in the original form of you, like the cow, right? So in order to get the milk, the usable form out, it has to go through several filtering processes down to the version that you have access to here. Doesn't mean that other bigger version of you doesn't exist. It just means this version of you is a filtered version of that. I don't know if that's even helpful for anybody, but I felt like I needed to share it. So meditation this morning was all about remembering that we are in a very unprecedented time. Doors, the halls of knowledge, the doorway was opened, light codes were sent, and now it's up to us to integrate them. This energy here in the crown with the release surrounded by a little bit of new energy coming in is very purposeful to help us integrate these codes that we were receiving from the Italian graph. Here. Now, we weren't receiving these codes from the Italian graph, but they were being measured by the Italian graph, and here they are. This release in the third eye is to make room for these codes to sort of integrate into your system. So again, because they are codes for the halls of knowledge, you want to pay attention to your dreams and past memories that are coming to the surface, because these are purposeful for where you are now to help you make choices and changes on where you are for where you're going. Physical symptoms for me, like I said, I have a lot of pressure right here in my head and my ears are ringing like crazy right now. I also had a hard time sleeping last night. I was up and down a lot, and then this morning I like crashed at like 3 a.m. and slept really hard until my alarm went off, which is rare. My alarm almost never wakes me up. I'm always awake before my alarm, so that also was very different. I feel a little strange. I feel a little in between worlds, and I don't know how to explain that other than it's kind of like being invisible or see-through. I'm here, but I'm not, and it's just an odd feeling. So just be mindful today that you aren't reactive in a way that isn't in line with who you are. Just pay attention to that spiciness that doesn't get out of control. All right, here's our cards for today, and honestly, I feel like it's kind of a warning. They're telling us that there is dissension on the horizon because the disharmony that we have been putting up with and allowing ourselves to live in is no longer going to serve us. In order for the tower to come down, there must be disruption in the patterns that are happening around you. This is going to create a sense of dissension and disharmony. But my guides are asking you to pay attention to your third eye and what you're receiving from your higher self, your intuitions, your nudges, your ideas, and then let yourself be surrounded by your chosen family, the people who are on the same course as you, who have the same ideas as you, and who want to see you succeed. This is what's going to lead you to a new beginning. But friends, in order to get to this beginning, we must disrupt the patterns that we're in now, and that can cause a bit of dissension and a bit of disharmony. Please pay attention to your third eye and your chosen family, because they are the way forward into the new beginning. It's a spring morning out here. It's kind of rainy and chilly, but we're going to get ready for the day. Are you ready? Because I am. All right, take a nice big deep breath in. Release. Drop your shoulders and just remind yourself that today is a new day. It's the first day for the rest of your life, and it's just getting started. What are you going to do with this day? How are you going to talk to yourself today? Are you going to be nice to yourself today? Because my friend needs a good day. So today is about you, and it's a great day. It's a great day, friends. It's a great day.